what's the difference between a procedure and a function, especially in PowerShell? So in other languages, you may have a more formal keywords or definitions of what a function is, what a procedure is. In PowerShell, this is how you differentiate. So a function here, as you can see, get square takes in a parameter and then multiplies that parameter by itself and then does a return. This return statement returns a value. So you can see here when we say get square 5, what I will do if I run this, if I click on run selection and then write the output here and again click run selection, and you can see here that we've got the value 25. So here the function is returning a value, but a procedure. So PowerShell doesn't really have a procedure or proc or sub or any of that. It doesn't even have the word void to indicate it's the procedure. Instead, it just declares the function, show greeting, bring the input, takes in a parameter and then writes the output. But notice there is no return statement here, or there is no value being passed implicitly. The return statement is needed when you need to be explicit, but PowerShell is able to pass values without the return statement. So I'll show you that as well. So if I delete this over here and if I run this again, it will still pass the value 25 back. So if I run this, and as you can see, we've still got 25 back. With a procedure, if I run this, we've got the output here. So the difference between a procedure in PowerShell and a function is a function returns a value with or without the return keyword. So it can be like this, or it can be like this, or it will just simply do the relevant action. So this time we're just writing out to the host a greeting, and that greeting is basically shown. So this procedure is called show greeting, and we just execute that. It doesn't actually pass any values back. So that's the important difference between function in PowerShell and a procedure. Notice that it doesn't actually have the word procedure or anything to indicate it's a procedure, other than you just have to look at the code and see if it returns a value. Whereas in other languages, you may have more formal keywords or ways to identify, such as in C#, the void keyword is used to identify a procedure as such, but a function usually returns a value object or a data type.